Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Jeremy, the Centrepreneur. Today, bringing you the first part of my Getting Compliments with Your Fragrances series. This series was created through my knowledge in dealing with not getting any compliments myself with my own fragrances. So I decided to put together this little this series for you guys for anybody who's having the same problems I might have. Today's, I don't know what you want to call it, episode, lesson, part, whatever, is about the most basic thing when considering compliments. Can people smell you? You know, I used to think just putting on a fragrance was enough to go out and get noticed. And you might get noticed. I can't say you won't for sure. But if you want to have a much better chance of getting noticed, you actually need people to smell you. You're not going to get neck to neck with a lot of guys or girls. Well, I mean, you might, but you're not going to get neck to neck with most people for them to smell you really subtly. There is a time and a place for a fragrance like that and a level of application like that. But for the most part, you're going to be getting compliments from somebody standing a few feet away from you or walking by on the street, catching a waft of your fragrance. There's three main parts I just wanted to touch on for this quick video here. I've got them written down. The first, most basic thing you can do, you've got to go somewhere where there are people. It sounds basic, but I think a lot of us forget that sometimes. You've got to get out. Hit the streets or go to a mall or at work, whatever. You have to be somewhere where you could get a compliment with another human being. Number two, don't underspray. A lot of people make a big deal about the epidemic of overspraying. That's especially a big deal with, frankly, people my age or a little younger, where they just toss on 5 or 6 sprays of Versace's Eros in the summer and just go about their day like that's normal. I've been around somebody who did that. It's not super pleasant, guys. But a lot of people neglect the equally bad pitfall, which is underspraying. If you're spraying only like a tiny little bit of Aqua di Gio, don't expect people walking by you to notice you, because they won't. I mean, maybe they love Aqua di Gio, maybe they think it smells fantastic, maybe it works really well on you. But if you're underspraying, they're not going to smell you. And that's why it's so important to really test out your fragrances when you get them, and to know them as well as you can, to know how many sprays you can get away with inside, outside, certain temperatures, etc. So yeah, guys, there is a time and place for just a quick spray on the neck or whatever. But if you're going out in public trying to get compliments, that is not the place. The last thing, this is along the lines of the first one that I mentioned, is don't be afraid to get a little close to people. I'm a bit of an introvert and don't necessarily love getting very close to strangers. But it's either that or put 10 sprays of your fragrance on and try and attract them from 10 feet away, which is pretty unappealing if you have to go inside at any point. So yeah, guys, don't be afraid to get a little close to people. If you know your fragrance and you understand how many times you sprayed it, you're not going to choke anybody out. It's not going to be weird if you smell good, and if you're confident, they're going to like it. So yeah, guys, that was my my first video in the Getting More Compliments series. The main 3 points I touched on: go somewhere where people can actually smell you, don't underspray, and don't be afraid to get a little closer to people. I swear it's not that weird. Alright. Guys, the next part in this is to look like you could be complimented. You know, to look the part, like you deserve a compliment. It's not about being a model, guys, or looking like a 10 out of 10. You just have to, you know, smile, look somewhat presentable. I'll touch on that in the next one. That should be out middle of the week, I guess. Anyway, guys, if you like this and you want to see more of the compliment series, please subscribe. Leave a comment down below. What do you think is a good tip to get more compliments? It might be something different than what I've got written out here. And yeah, guys, stay tuned. Tomorrow I'll have my spring list coming out, so you can get an idea of what I'm wearing. I'm gonna try and shoot some of it on location. That'll be interesting. Anyway, boys, this has been the Centropreneur. I'll see you tomorrow. Later.